Hi everyone, I am back with my podcast, Tea Talk, and I will be discussing my heavily talked about and quite controversial topic of how partying and heavy drinking affects college students. College is a place of freedom and value which most people are searching to find. What does college mean to you guys? Parties, social interactions, bettering your education, meeting new friends? Some students find those values in clubs in their classes. However, others find it in more dangerous activities like partying and drinking. I decided to ask my fellow peers what their thoughts were on how partying and heavy drinking affects their college experience. Most of them did not seem to be bothered by this solely because they partake in said partying and heavy drinking. When I asked myself this question, I wasn't sure how to answer it. How people interpret scenarios is always going to be different from your own views. I personally am not affected by the common stereotype that every college student parties and heavily drinks on weekends or weekdays. An article I read regarding drinking and partying states, full-time college students tend to drink more than others in their age group. In 2019, 53% of full-time college students drank alcohol in the past month. Of those, 33% reported binge drinking and 8% reported heavy drinking in the past month. Among individuals ages 18 to 22 not enrolled full-time in college, the percentages were 44%, 28%, and 6%. Drinking is often seen by many students as a normal part of their weekly routine. Some students come into college without ever consuming alcohol, while others enter higher education with an already established drinking habit. The college atmosphere has been shown to perpetrate binge drinking as many institutions ignore the problem. A story that really stuck with me while researching this topic was the victim of Danny Santini. Danny Santini was a young, healthy college freshman pledging to the University of Missouri's Phi Gamma Delta fraternity. Santuli now requires a wheelchair. The victim of severe brain damage that occurred after his attorney says Phi Gamma Delta brothers forced him to drink an entire bottle of vodka as a hazing ritual. A half hour later, a video shows the pledges walking through the house with red tape holding bottles of liquor to their hands. An hour and a half after that, at a party in the common area, Santuli, wearing a black sweatshirt in the video, sways and falls to the floor. Several of the frat brothers picked him up to take him to the couch, where he remains for the next hour and a half. All alone, Santuli can be seen slumping and falling to the floor. His attorney says he was in full cardiac arrest, his blood alcohol level 6 times the legal limit. Doctors at the hospital used a ventilator to save his life, but the damage was done. This is just one of the cases of how heavily drinking can ruin your life. Be safe and drink responsibly. And I hope after listening to this podcast, you have a more insightful idea about how alcohol can truly ruin and be a dangerous situation for anybody.